My name is Chris Parker, and I was born in Christchurch, and I lived here for like 18 years before I moved away. I now live in Auckland, but I'm back in Christchurch for the weekend because it's my 24th birthday and my parents flew me down to celebrate. They paid for the flights because I don't have the money for it at the moment, but I'm really excited to be back because Mum will cook for me and the house is really warm and she'll do all my washing for me. I like coming back because it always looks so different every time I'm back. I always make an effort to join my parents on their morning walk when I'm back. It's something they've done for as long as I can remember. I think they started it because they had 4 children and they wanted to sort of find a way to claim their lives back, plus get some exercise. And it's usually at some stupid hour in the morning, like 6 o'clock. It gives them an opportunity to kind of walk around and listen to the city, and the city which changes so much on a daily basis. And I think you can get lost and confused in somewhere where you grew up, and I think going for that daily walk kind of reminds them that it is still in fact their home. I don't know whether it was the time, the morning that we were walking, or the sort of half asleep state I was in, but I remember just having to stand and stare at the cathedral for a bit. I'm sure they found it quite unnerving. There's just something so beautiful about the cathedral. Every part of it, you know, the fallen stones, the support beams, the moss that was growing over it, even the pigeons, which I loathe, that were sort of resting on the front beam, kind of all added to the building's beauty. Previously, I think when looking at the building, it was to mourn maybe, or grieve about the loss of it, or to sort of think about what are they going to do with it and kind of think about its future. But I was kind of failing to see what it looked like in its present state. I guess I realized that the memory that I had of Christchurch was sort of overlaying the city that currently existed. And I think that morning when I was looking at the cathedral, I sort of realized that you shouldn't judge it or lessen it because it's not what it used to be. In fact, you sort of have to take that time to stare at it and admire the beauty that exists right in front of you at that point in time. I think Christchurch currently exists in a state of transition between the city that it used to be and the city that they're trying to build. It's sort of half built and half destroyed, and very rarely do you get an opportunity to visit a city that's transitioning like that, and I think it's very strange but exciting to experience. I think being back home has made me reflect on what I thought my life was going to look like at this point. And I don't think 10-year-old Chris expected my life at the age of 24 to be so up in the air. Being back home in Christchurch has sort of made me think about that a little bit, and sort of walking around the city and how different it looks now and how it doesn't match at all what my childhood memory of Christchurch used to look like. Makes me think that you can't really go on obsessing about the past and holding on to that, because inevitably things change, and that if you go on obsessing about it, you're gonna fail to see the beauty that exists in the present and in front of you right here and now.